Look at this thing. How cool is that? And we have a super old, tiny little steam engine here. Little locomotive. I have no idea where I am or what this town's called, but I'm on the complete, western end of Colorado, heading into some BLM land so I can do some dispersed camping. Well, guys, I'm here in this place called Canyon Pintado. I am on the extreme western end of Colorado. This is a lookout point. I believe you hike to the top of this giant hill. I have it on wide angle. It's a lot taller than it looks on camera, but I do see some stairs up here. Just to the south of this is where I'm going to be boondocking for the next week or so. I finally reached a place where I can just stay put for a little while. I've pretty much traveled all the way across Nebraska and Colorado. The weather here is perfect. It's like 62. Yeah, this is the desert. This looks more like Utah. It's extremely quiet here too. There's nothing going on. And this is what I was looking for. Wow. If this is the trail, it's... Huh. Oh, I see. Ah, this is awesome. Yep. Now we're having fun. I'm winded because I've climbed this much already. Oh, I'm so happy. This is awesome. So I'm on top of I don't know, a cliff, I guess. But I'm in the desert. Finally made it. I'm still in Colorado, but this is definitely what I was after. Look at this. Oh, that's cool. Wonder if that's modern history or... Look at the van. It's way down there. So I'm heading down that way to find somewhere to camp. Oh, I found some ancient doodles. Pretty neat. This place is way too cool. Found this piece of tin, old tin can. All right, this is home for the next, well, one thing I failed to do is get more coffee. I have one day's worth of coffee left. But I'm only like probably about 10 miles from that last town. So I'll probably end up back there maybe tomorrow just to get coffee. But otherwise, I have no reason to go anywhere until I want to, basically. And this is beyond epic. I am pleased. I have finally made it somewhere where I can just kind of chill out and take it easy for a while. I'm gonna get some videos made and put up on YouTube and just relax. There's a huge like ridge blocking the highway from where I am, and there was hardly any cars on that highway either. So it's like super quiet here. I'm expecting epic stars tonight. The weather could not be better. It's like 60. It's sunny, it's 60, there's no wind. I'm in the desert. It's freaking amazing. I'm just very, very happy right now. I finally made it somewhere that I really want to be. And I'm going to stay here for a while. Kind of hunker down and chill out for a little bit. This is epic. There's petroglyphs over there. Yeah, this is home. I mean, look at that. Look at this place. These petroglyphs are really popping now that the sun's going down. There's more over here too. Well, we all took a cat nap, and then I explored a little bit, hiked around, looking for like pottery fragments and stuff. Now I'm grilling. I've got these pork chops. They're the country style rib ones, used by today. And then I have this mango chutney, mango and masala rice. And this guy's super clingy, so I'm holding him for now. But he's gonna have to go in the van when I start cooking here in a minute. Ain't that right? Say hi to YouTube. So with these, I'm going to use some of this like Grill Master rub stuff, but then I'm going to add paprika and chili powder just so it looks red. I'd make my own rub, but I don't have any like brown sugar. This stuff here has sugar in it, so. I keep wanting to call this Canyon Pintado. This place is amazing though. I am like thoroughly enjoying myself today. I was pretty stressed out the last few days. I portrayed that quite a bit in the last video. But now that I'm out west and getting closer to where I really want to be, it's starting to feel pretty damn good. These are gonna cook pretty fast. This stuff here is actually made for microwave, but all you gotta do here is just add a little bit of water and just basically get it hot, you know. That's all there is to it. Sure. Look at that backdrop. The rice isn't spectacular, but it's good. I mean, everything's better when you're in a place like this. I'm expecting all the stars tonight. Kind of curious if my new phone can actually like see stars, like capture. You know, the last phone definitely couldn't. I mean, the last phone was a good phone. It served me well. And a phone is a phone. If you want to really like photograph the Milky Way, you need like an actual professional camera. Up here on these cliffs, there's like little areas that look like they could have been dwellings at some point. This one over here looks like it has like stacked rocks in it. I doubt it, but I'm gonna be seeing a lot of that this winter, you know. Like ancient dwellings and ruins and stuff are everywhere in the Southwest. Same with these like petroglyphs or pictographs or whatever they're called. ancient doodles. I used to have a little like identifier pamphlet that I got somewhere. I had this whole box of books that I wanted to bring with me, like a whole library of stuff I wanted to read here in my van. But my van's so tiny, I had nowhere to put the stuff, and it's heavy. I had like 20, 25 books that I wanted to read, and I ended up leaving them all at home. Being out here in this incredibly quiet environment, I realized just how bad my tinnitus is. My right ear rings like crazy, and it's my own fault. I've been to like 100 concerts, and you know, all the work that I've done over the years, but I'm hoping that it like gets better with time. I'm pretty much out of shape all around physically, so hopefully, you know, now that I'm focusing on my own life and my own problems, I can kind of improve on that. You know, I'm kind of overweight. My blood pressure is probably way too high. And yeah, this tinnitus is pretty bad. And you know, eating pork chops and like dollar rice isn't helping anything, but I'm also on a budget here. I do eat a ton of salads. Like pretty much every day I make a salad, but I guess I'll film that next time, show you. Like about 4 years ago, I found out about keto and intermittent fasting and stuff, and I went crazy with it. I ended up losing 43 pounds in like 3 months. People like thought I was on drugs or something. And I felt freaking amazing. 'Cause, like toward the end of my 20s, I was pretty overweight. I was like about 200 pounds. 165 or so is where I need to be. I'm probably about almost 180 right now, but I can fix that. So in this instance, I am going to pack out my coals. So what I'm going to do is basically keep the grill all shut and closed up. And then tomorrow, like almost 24 hours from now, if I know for sure it's nice and cold and everything's out, I'll just throw the grill in the van. And then when I get to a dumpster somewhere or something, I'll clean it out. And if it's not nice and cold a whole day from now, which there's no reason why it wouldn't be, I'll just dump water on it. And there's dinner. A little better lighting in here. Nothing special. Again, this ain't a cooking van life channel. It's a kitty cat one. the next morning. I'm just kind of going for a hike. Climbing up on these rocks here. Just to see what's up here. This is over by where those petroglyphs were. The BLM has a sign and some fencing around them, which is good. My van is just beyond that hill. I'm waiting for the sun to kind of shine on the van and warm things up, get the solar going. Today I'm going to run to the town and get some coffee and whatever else I want, and then come back to this place, but to a different spot. I'm going to continue on down the trail. I found some on Google Satellite, some pretty good looking spots kind of up on top of a ridge, so I could just have a even better view. Unless it's too windy up there, then I'll get back down in a canyon. But so I've just climbed to the top of this rock here. You can see the van way down there. Still have not seen a single other person in this area. It is a Wednesday and it's like November, so I'm not expecting anyone. This area sort of reminds me of Natural Bridges in Utah, which is quite a ways south of where I am now, but similar looking just landscape here. Now that is real cool. It's like a cavity in the rock, but it's got that little like pillar in the middle. That's pretty sweet. I just came up this way. Now I am on the top. Gonna walk out to the edge. I suppose you could call this like a bluff. Yeah, that sun feels good. Got down to 30, which is not too cold for the van at all. And now I can see that the sun has made it to my van. So now I'm getting solar. This area has, like down there in the grass, tons of cow poop. And along the road there, they've buried a gas line. And interestingly, I am in Colorado, but all the signs for that gas line say Utah on them. So Utah's like utilities district extends into Colorado, I suppose, or something. Seen some pack rat nests down there in the rocks. But nothing really going on around here. This is a pretty quiet place, and I have been enjoying it. I've also been kind of watching where I walk. Trying not to destroy like little micro plants and stuff. Like, don't break the crust, like they say. Yeah, look at that. So here we are at the edge of the cliff, or the bluff, or whatever we're gonna call it. This is a pretty good height that we're at now. It's probably at least 200 feet up. Look at this view. This is the canyon. And further on down that way is where I'm going to be heading later today. Got some water here. It's kind of gross. You can see all the frost on my van. I'll get good solar after that burns off. Down over here on the other side, I could just keep hiking this whole ridge if I wanted to. I'm not going to, but it's a pretty easy trek. It's all flat on the top. Still like really high up here. Saw a little chipmunk looking ground squirrel thing in this crack right here. I kind of startled him. I've hiked up to this thing. I've gone quite the distance actually. I need to get back to the van, but I think this is like a vent or like a pressure relief mechanism for an oil pipeline. Just trying to figure out what the heck I'm actually looking at here, but there's this big discharge pipe that goes to this little pit here. And then we have like a regulator and a valve. So it's like a pressure relief valve, basically. And it says Loken Oil Corporation, or Losen. So, yeah, I mean, I could open this and look at the things, but I'm not going to touch it. But then we have a kind of a thing over here, so. I mean, this place is pretty natural, like this area. So I don't know where they threw an oil pipeline, but it's got to be under that main road that I drove in on. But this is kind of way up on a, like this is, I'm way up from where the van was. So yeah, there's like infrastructure out here. Yeah, interesting. It's kind of cool. I've never seen something exactly like this before, but I kind of know what I'm looking at in general. You know, it's basically like a vent for the line, like a pressure relief thing. Maybe flames shoot out of that sometimes. That'd be pretty wild. Down here by the van, we have this little like decommissioned power box. That's either, it looks like power cables or communications of some sort. And then down here by the road, I'll show you what I found. So here we have like a little, just a little access port, basically. Just a couple of valves. I don't know what you would do with that. Looks like this cage was supposed to be on top of this. This giant piece of cable, this old hunk of cable here. I found that in the ground over here, and I dug it up and threw it over here so I wouldn't accidentally drive over it, because it's pretty gnarly. And then this tiny little piece of gas line, little piece of copper tubing was laying over there in the ground. So obviously along this road is where the pipeline would be. But what a wild place to put a pipeline. You'd think they'd do it east of here by the highway, but grill's definitely out. It was covered in frost and it's cold. Gonna load it up and head into the town, get some supplies, and then head right back here. Now here's where that pipeline leads to. Alright, I went and got coffee and water and snacks from the most MAGA town in Colorado. And I'm down the road from where I was. So if you look way up there, that's where I was. Now I'm down here. So gonna spend the rest of the day editing video. I gotta get caught up on that. So I'm gonna clean my solar panels real quick just to make sure I'm getting maximum wattage. I'm getting like 300 right now, but I think I could improve on that. I've not cleaned them since I pretty much hit the road. Oh yeah, they're kind of dirty. It's crazy, the Starlink's making this noise. Huh. Wonder if they all do that. Got some sort of animal's den right there. I thought I saw cat prints, like big ones. Just going for a hike here, exploring. These features are just so dramatic and cool. I love this stuff. What do you think? Carnation milk or something? Every one of these little alcoves has a ton of like pack rat crap in it. All right. I was just down in that wash, way down there. That's where that den was. Now I'm way up here. Just climbing around, hiking and climbing. There's the van, way over yonder. Cats are locked up in there. They're both napping. Just gave them treats. Yeah, I mean, I could just do this for days, so I'll find a place to end this video here pretty soon, because I'd like to find some artifacts, you know, just a pottery fragment or something, some sort of like grinding stone, a rune, some more petroglyphs, traces of ancient peoples. There's all these little alcoves everywhere. But I think if they had structures in them, they'd be pretty well documented. Yeah, this area has probably been getting like professionally explored for a couple 100 years. Pretty sure that's an animal trail down there. That's not like a people path, because it's along the wash. That's like where all the critters go. It sure is fun walking around here, though. This is just one huge playground for me, really. It's like I got this whole part of the world to myself right now. This canyon probably goes on for 100 miles. If I went that way, I'd be in Utah. Found another piece of tin here. This one kind of looks like Spam, you know? It's like a rectangular shape. This would be a pretty awesome place to camp. Just roll out a sleeping pad and spend the night on the side of this friggin', look at that view. This over here looks like way too square. I'm gonna go check that out. It's natural. It's just really cool. Look at that. Huh. So neat. Oh, I think I mentioned how frickin' good it smells around here. I can't even describe the smell, but it reminds me of something from my childhood. I know it's like either the sage or the creosote or whatever, but yeah, it's like a sweet, kind of just real fragrant smell. It's awesome. And we have a Budweiser can, aluminum. It's definitely an older one, but it's almost modern enough where I want to remove it, you know. Not sure what the rule is on that. Is it 50 years? Okay. I'm on the top. There's the van. Look at this. I'm not on the top. I mean, there's that guy, and there's that guy over there. I don't know if you could count those as peaks, but I mean, I've gone as far as I'm going today. The van is way down there. All right, I think I'm gonna wrap up this video here. I'm gonna be here for like at least the next 3 or 4 days, so thank you so much for watching. Tune in next week to see where I end up next. Take care.